Oddities. Stay strange.
Oh my god. Okay.
Just a little delayed.
You're gonna have some lining up to do.
Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine, guys.
Not a big deal. Hi, Odd Fam.
Hello,
Welcome back to Oddities. I'm Cassie,
I'm Kellie.
and welcome back to Strange Town. As per usual, you'll find all the information that you could ever need right in our description. It's everything. It's the Patreon, the merch store, our website, our social media, um, our email. Please send in some personal stories if you'd like to share them, and we can go through and do a listeners episode, of course.
Would love
And
that.
of course, also all of the wonderful artists that we have worked with in the past. How is my birthday?
Your borscht is good.
Good.
I am so tired. But
I feel that.
this is the only thing keeping me alive.
Good, we aim to please.
Moving is exhausting. Packing is exhausting. But you know what? I realized yesterday we're about 80% packed.
Good for you.
Yeah, so the hard part's over. Almost. Just need my house
Yeah.
to sell. And I'll be fine. Everything will be fine. Because everything is going to be fine. Other than that, I don't have much to say. I'm
Okay.
glad that it's Halloween week. I'm so excited for the little one to be Willy Wonka and the tall one to be Jack Skellington because they're just adorable.
Adorbs.
And yeah, that's all I got.
A short and a sweet. Okay, that works. I am, let's see, what do we have? Well, I've returned to work. It is soul crushing and I hate every second of it. If we're being honest.
I'm having a massive brain fart right now.
Yes,
You did your whole spiel. I don't remember saying I'm Kellie.
you did.
Okay.
Oh
See,
my
I'm
God, did
tired,
you?
guys.
I'm pretty sure you did.
Well, if we didn't, you know who I am now.
You know who she is. Anywho, I've returned to work. It's the worst. You all can directly quote me on that. I don't give a fuck.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. It do be, but at least I have a job and I am grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what else is new. Well, it's like Kellie said, my borst is. It is Halloween week. Our first ever Halloween with our little guy. Trick or treat for us is tomorrow. It's not on Halloween, it's the day before.
I have a question.
Yes, you with the hand.
Are you taking tiny baby bestie trick-or-treating?
He is much too small, we feel. So he will be at the table with us handing out candies.
The greatest. Is he going to be in costume?
He will be in costume as long as he can tolerate it.
Love this. Love this.
Yes, we will all be in costume. I mean, what I'm aiming for is for all three of us to be in costume the whole time. I think two of the three of us will be in costume the whole time. So, anyway, I just really want to get one family photo for the scrapbook, and then I will be just pleased as
I
a
get
pig
it.
in shit.
Yep.
Yeah. I also this weekend we will be going to Hershey Halloween because we didn't get to yet. So the game plan is to go Saturday. With a little luck, it will pan out this time.
Say hi to Fry Boy for me.
I'll say hi to Fryboy and Archer for you.
My entire For You page. And I'm not mad. What makes me mad is that I'm not closer.
It's like 80% of my it's them, it's Stephen Hawking AI videos and things to do at funerals. So
It's a great For You page to be on, in my opinion.
it's like a great mix of things, I'm not gonna lie. So we'd love to see it. And you know, that's kind of the latest and greatest for yours truly. We're just kind of, vibing with the chaos, and I'm actually really excited for next month, which is November. Little fun fact, I may have shared this in the past. November is my favorite month. I love October because of Halloween, but November feels like true fall to me, and it's actually my very favorite month of the year.
I'm very much looking forward to November, but like, let's face it, I'm very much looking forward to Hoa Hoa, only because like today, it's 90 degrees.
We can't have that.
We're at the end of October, and it's 90 fucking degrees. Get me the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Now.
it's actual hell. No, it's like 57 here.
Oh my
I
god.
no.
Do you know what it is in my future home? 58.
Perfect.
God.
Perfect hoodie weather.
Send my ass. Anyways.
Um, so yeah, not our usual 13 minutes of prattle, but we are doing a double today, so we got to save some stuff for
Otherwise it'll
next
just be
episode,
boring and no prattling.
which we know is for some of you the favorite part.
Indeed, and we appreciate you.
We do. All right, so would you like to kick us off, or shall I? I think you went first last time.
I think I went first last time.
Okay. I'm covering the Ohio State Reformatory.
That is a mouthful. Continue.
Rolls right off the tongue.
The tongue.
Yeah, it's there's a lot. The building has borne witness to uh, several atrocities towards humanity: abuse, human rights infringements, murder, suicide. It's caused many to stay after their bodies have long gone.
Okay.
So, let's do a little history lesson before we get into the ghosties and the spookala yes?
Yes.
The Ohio State Reformatory, originally named the Intermediary Penitentiary, began construction in 1886. So it is an old structure. The hope and goal of this was that the reformatory would be a place for nonviolent first-time offenders, kind of like a halfway point between the Boys Reformatory in Lancaster, Ohio, and Columbus's state penitentiary. So they're bad, but they're not bad, you know? While
Bad
the
and
prison
wrong.
received its first 150 prisoners in 1896, construction wasn't actually completed until 1910. So they were just getting people, and then they were just still building shit.
Love that.
What could possibly go wrong? Um, and it didn't take very long for the prison to stray from its original intention. Uh, as the criminal population of Columbus rose, prisoners with violent offenses and serial crimes started being placed at this Ohio State Reformatory because they ran out of room at the true penitentiary.
Mm-hmm.
And so it became overpopulated, and rooms intended for a single occupant now would hold 3 residents at a time. And because of that, approximately 200 people perished during their time of incarceration from disease, murder, or suicide.
Wow. Okay.
It all just happened. So the increased population plus understaffing brought a series of torturous punishments. People who misbehaved would be susceptible to the popular hole, the sweat box, water tubes, and finally the butterfly, which was an electrical shocking device. And that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
So it's no wonder that the prison was shut down in 1990 due to inhumane and overpopulated conditions. So this went on basically a century of this crap. And so anyway, the significant amount of misery acquired over a near century of operation continues to basically haunt the building, in the forms of very active ghosts scattered about the large prison. Um, there's a ton of documented evidence from professional paranormal teams to even just people who attend these weekly ghost overnights that they host during the fall
Okay.
season. Um, Anybody can go and stay there overnight. I mean, obviously you don't sleep, you just ghost hunt all night, but you can do that. Uh, the basement, of course, is home to 2 specific entities. One is tragic, one is a little nefarious. According to lore, a 14-year-old boy was beaten to death in the basement, and his shadow is seen flickering across walls, or you will see him out of the corner of your eye a lot of times, he's escaping. And despite the lack of description, you'll be able to decipher his presence from the other ghost of the basement, because the energy of the light or the boy is light, and you can feel something rather unnerving and unsettling approach
Mm.
when the other entity, which is a guard, is in your presence. The guard has been described as a sinister experience, and it's potentially believed to be the murderer of the young boy.
Oh.
Yes. As you would expect, the area of the prison known as the Hole is another real hotspot for paranormal experiences. So the Hole is this like it's a culmination of small cells intended for the isolation of like particularly difficult or like misbehaving prisoners. They were not allowed to leave their cell in their time like within the Hole. The rooms within the Hole had no exposure to natural light. It was really pretty miserable. It was like a it's been known to drive people to and like over the brink of insanity.
Okay.
And one of the most unsettling stories about the Hole has to do with a guard who was guarding a set of two prisoners within the same cell, and one prisoner emerged. And all in all, it was said that 100 prisoners during the time of the like penitentiary prison, whatever you want to call it, running.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 100 prisoners were sent to the Hole, and the space was only intended for 20.
I was about to ask, and how
Yeah,
big was it?
yeah, and living people who entered the Hole would today experience nausea, cold spots, breathing that's like not associated with a living person, and generally just like a lot of like get me out of here like energy.
Uh huh.
There's also the chapel or sanctuary. It was like people are known, I guess, to get I don't know that there's so much like a strong ghost. It's more of like feelings in the chapel or sanctuary. Like people say that they feel there's something lingering in the shadows, like looking at them. Um, People don't like to spend a lot of time there. They feel like it's time to move on, like as soon as they like get in there. Um, the place was once used, oddly enough, for executions
Oh.
in the chapel. Yeah, so
Okay.
despite like putting all this like religious iconography around and calling it a sanctuary, it's also considered to be one of the most haunted locations in the building because of this. Um, so
All
yeah,
right.
the chair room is another one. It's a very odd like site within the Ohio State Reformatory. You're like It's said that you walk down a hallway and you look to the right and there's just this windowless room with a chair placed in the middle and the chair is facing outwards towards the door like someone's could sit in it and watch you basically.
Yeah.
Legend has it that there's a very dark entity that lives in that room and it prefers for the chair to be directly in the middle of the room. If you move the chair, you should expect the chair to move back by itself soon after. There
I'm
is
gonna
an
move the
account,
chair.
big time. There is an account where a person sat in the chair trying to provoke the spirit, like yelling at it, inciting it to take action, and the
Okay.
person left with scratch marks all down their back. Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So obviously, when you're in a prison, you're going to spend a lot of time in cell blocks. A lot of people in this, like, reformatory say that the cell blocks are the most uncomfortable and spookiest experiences. This is obviously where most of the prisoners spent the duration of their stays.
Yeah.
The cells were, as I've mentioned, like very overcrowded. They spilled well over maximum occupancy early on in the history of the prison. It's safe to say that it was like a very miserable place where people lived very miserable existences. In 1930, a large fire broke out and killed 330 people and severely injuring 200 others. Those who survived were confined to a hot, crowded attic space, covered in painful burns that, based on conditions, were probably prone to infection, I would wager.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of suicides in the buildings. Two of them are infamous throughout the East Cell Block. One of them is a prisoner named James Lockhart. It's believed that he, who had during his time there less violent offenses than his cellmate neighbors, was experiencing like heavy, heavy bullying and threats. And so, to escape his fate at their hands, he stole a turpentine can and set himself on fire. And so the fire
Ouch.
was so significant that anyone all they could do was just watch him melt, like screaming in pain as he died.
Jeez.
Um, the second was Larry Hamer, who was a prisoner who was a week due from transferring, and he made a noose out of his bed sheets and tossed himself over the railing, hanging himself. And everyone assumes that there was like a fate worse than death waiting for him at that other prison. So he, I guess, figured, like,
Death it is.
let me just jump the gun here.
Wow.
Um, so anyway, a lot of people in this area will see these ghosts. A lot of people experience like such nausea and dizziness that they have to like stop and like take a break before they continue walking through. Um, they see shadows watching them through the cell blocks, and it's just a case of in this part of the prison, you are more likely to see an actual like full apparition of a ghost rather than the other ones. The other sections of the prison, a lot of times it's just like a feeling or like shadows or things like that, but
Okay.
people have said that they full on see ghosts at this part.
I want to go because I want to see ghosts.
I'm not that far from Ohio, actually.
Get
It's
the
a road trip.
playlist, get the snacks, let's go.
Like it's like a very doable thing. I think that I, I think a lot of the things like the nausea and the dizziness and the
Might be
like feelings of
psychological.
whatever, like that could be very much in people's heads. We could be dealing with a mold issue. We could be dealing with like, just like very unsanitary conditions still if this is a rundown building. So like some of those feelings, meh. But the seeing the shadows and the ghosts and things like that, like if I were to believe that a place could be haunted, I don't see why not, especially this one with such a
Rich history.
rich and tragic history. Like I think it's definitely a distinct possibility.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's what I got. That's the Ohio State Reformatory.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
I don't know how to segue into this other than saying I'm talking about something that you saw while visiting.
Okay.
I'm going to be talking about the cemetery that apparently has no bodies.
Oh, okay.
So, not far from where I live, when you're driving down the highway,
Hmm.
there is a very visible cemetery on the side of the road.
Hmm.
And it's creepy as fuck. I don't know if you recall this.
I do recall this.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you pointed it out.
it recently came to my attention that there are no bodies in the cemetery.
It's just like a fake cemetery?
It has, I think, well over 100 headstones. And they're all dating like the 1800s to the 1900s, like ye old times.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't say ye old, but like quite a while ago. What's interesting is if you look at satellite images from 2015, nothing is there. No headstones, nothing.
Okay.
And then in 2016, there they are. So how did they get there?
Yeah, what is happening? What
Well,
what is happening?
it all goes back to the city of Whittier. They had two cemeteries, two main cemeteries. One was on Broadway and Mount Olive, located, and they were located next to each other, actually. The other one was Broadway and Citrus Ave. Over the years, the cemeteries became neglected, and they were finally abandoned. Which, is a cemetery ever really abandoned? Let's,
I
just
mean,
say.
technically, yeah.
In the late 1960s, the cemeteries were transformed into Founders Park, or how some may call it, Dead Man's Park. Some of the bodies were moved to other cemeteries, but many still remain in the park today.
Okay.
All the headstones and tombstones, which were not claimed, were first moved to Pio Pico Mansion, and then then here to the backyard, or to a backyard of the Whittier Museum. Most of the stones were removed from the museum property in late 2015, and that just sounds weird to say.
I still think like yesterday was late 2015.
Same.
Yeah. Like
It's
I'm being so honest right now.
So these headstones that were not claimed were kind of moved around. They were put into a historical area, right? Somehow, they became into the possession of a gentleman living in Acton. And he bought them or took them. I'm not, like, that part's foggy.
Okay.
But it was the idea that he wanted to make his property look like an old Western cemetery.
He was just like, this would be
He just
fun.
wanted to decorate his yard with
Sure.
headstones.
Sure.
I love it. I see his vision and I dig it, right? It's giving
Yeah,
Halloween year round.
I mean, sure.
I just don't know how ethical this is.
I don't really know either, but
Because, like, I get it. No, I don't get it. What do you mean you removed bodies and moved them elsewhere? Where did they move to? One.
I have
Two.
like I have like so many questions.
The bodies that are still in Founders Park, or aka Dead Man's Park, are they pissed you took their identification? Why couldn't we just leave a section? This is giving dishonor.
It is.
I can appreciate the gentleman who became in possession of the headstones, displaying them. They didn't get ruined, they didn't get crushed or anything like that, and it seems like he, like, maintains the headstones pretty well.
Okay.
But it is definitely, like, I talked to you about wanting to go. I can't go. It's on somebody's property.
Right.
And I'm a little bummed out by that.
Do you think, like, if you knocked on the door and just, like, kindly asked?
I might. Like, listen, I have a podcast.
Like,
That's it. I need to
That's
understand more. It was really hard to find information on this. It actually, ironically, popped up on my For You page about the cemetery with no bodies. And I was like, I know where that is. And what do you mean there's no bodies?
Would you tell me this?
I also can't get it out of my head that he used the headstones to mark his trophies.
Yeah.
It's giving creepy.
I'm honestly, like, I'm not even really sure how to unpack this one.
It's been hard for me. It's been really hard for me. I was really happy and thrilled to finally find out where they all came from.
Yeah.
Because that in itself is interesting. Whittier is a very interesting town. So, like, good on them. But I don't know how it's okay to, one, move bodies. Because likely there was no living relatives. So they couldn't give you their permission.
Right.
And to, like, just, okay, no more headstones. And these are gorgeous headstones. Like, I mean, really, well, I mean, because it was the 1800s to 1900s. The craftsmanship is there.
It's there.
It's there. I don't have a lot on this, unfortunately, other than it's just so fucking weird and I had to share. And I feel like I've left us broken and with a lot of questions.
You done good. I just, like, it's like, this is one of those things where it's just like, God, I don't even actually really know how he arrived here.
And, like, here's the other thing. The headstones and the tombstones, they're massive. These things are massive. They're not like little whatchamacallit. No, these are, I genuinely mean it, work of art. That took a lot of fucking labor to move these.
Yeah.
And then to position them the way that he did on the property.
Like, you gotta like really want this.
He really did, and that makes me feel like he's trying to hide something. That's all.
I mean, I kind of feel like you're probably onto something there. I mean, great job.
Maybe I don't go visit because I don't want to be under some other person's headstone.
Yeah, I mean, certainly don't go visit alone. I mean, great job. Because I'm sure finding anything on this was a challenge, but it's just like,
I was shocked to be able to find what I did.
do you ever just, like, it's one of those few things in life where you're like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, it's, I mean, to each their own. However you want to decorate your property, be my guest. And again, I have to appreciate that at least these tombstones aren't sitting in the dark or,
Yeah.
away for like, in
Yeah.
some way, these people are still getting honored. But
True.
I feel like there could have been a better way.
I think we maybe could have found another route yet, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, it's certainly an odd enough topic for oddities.
Oddities.
Well done, Borsty. What a
There you
fun
go.
episode this was. I mean,
This really
mine was
was.
heavy,
No,
but
yours.
like,
I'm serious. I'm gonna come visit. We're gonna pack up the car with snacks and playlists and hit the road.
spook egg
I want to
ghosts.
see some
Honestly,
shit.
there's just like a lot of shit over on the East Coast.
There really is.
Like I don't know. We've been here a while, so anyway, friends, let us know what you think. Do you think the Ohio State Reformatory is in fact haunted? And have you ever been there? Would you do an overnight there if given the opportunity?
Mm-hmm.
And what do we think about this weird ass like
Bodiless cemetery.
non-cemetery cemetery?
Yeah.
And as always, until next time.
Stay strange.